you know, in August of 2018, after a long, long summer, I decided that I am going to get a job. I'm going to make some money so I can stuff my face with all kinds of fast food. And that is precisely what I did. So, I go down to McDonald's, I go down to Wendy's, Publix, Dairy Queen, I applied to all these places. And the only place that hired me was Dairy Queen. Now, we don't know why Dairy Queen only hired me. But I do know that the past year has been pretty miserable at that Dairy Queen, if I'm going to be real. Mainly because of two reasons. Two main reasons. The clientele and my coworkers. Now, to be a little more specific about clientele, I am referring to what we call in the business a boomer. Now, a baby boomer are people that were born between, I think, 1940 something to 1969 or something like that. I don't know. But people born like around World War II, and there's nothing wrong. I think the one thing that gets me about them, and not all of them, but most of them, is their attitude. They always give me like the most trouble out of any coworker there. You get a nice African American family in there, relatively nice to me, or you get your young 20-year-old couple in there, they're fine. But then you have your 70-year-old boomers that walk in, and that's just when it gets miserable, because the one thing that boomers love is money. Nothing makes them happier than getting their 10% senior discount at your local Dairy Queen on a small blizzard. To give you an example, there is a nice boomer couple, not nice, but a boomer couple that walked into my Dairy Queen a couple months ago. And they weren't very nice. They didn't say hello to me. They just kind of walked up and just ordered, and I'm just like, okay. I don't say hi to them. I don't say hi to them because I don't want to be there. And honestly, my expression lets them know I don't want to be there. But anyway, and they walk on, and they want two large. Wait, no, two medium. Sorry, two medium. Chocolate extreme blizzard, right? And I just rung them up, right? But they wanted it made with chocolate ice cream. Keyword: chocolate ice cream. Chocolate. They wanted made with chocolate ice cream. Because you know what? You have vanilla ice cream, brownie pieces, chocolate chunks, and a crap ton of chocolate syrup in there to make it nice and chocolatey. Not chocolate enough. They want this thing made with chocolate ice cream, chocolate syrup, brownie pieces, chocolate chunks, and whatever else they put in there. I don't work back there. And you know what I do? I forgot to put made with chocolate ice cream. My bad. Forgot to do it. And the blizzards come out, and okay, the blizzards come out. I hand it to them, I flip them, they're like, oh, flip, and they eat it, right? So they're sitting there for about 5 minutes, munching on some blizzards, and halfway through, one of the lady, ma'am's blizzards, she's like, wait a minute, this tastes funny. So she comes up to me and says, hey, this doesn't taste right. Did you make this with chocolate ice cream? And I'm like, oh, ma'am, I apologize. I forgot to add, tell them to make it with chocolate ice cream. And then she's just like, yeah, 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 yeah. I want it remade. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I go back, I tell my manager, and this is during a rush too, you're not like dead, they're doing stuff back at drive-thru, so I have to bother my manager, hey, this lady asked for chocolate ice cream in her chocolate extreme blizzard, and I forgot to put chocolate. Excuse me. So so he remakes them, but he remakes them at two because both of them were not right. He remakes them 2 mediums. Okay, 2 mediums. And I hand them out, and the guy's like, what the heck? I wanted 2 medium blizzards. What's going on? No. He wanted 2 large. He wanted it remade large. And their mediums, so I go back to my manager. I say, hey, they wanted this medium blizzard, right? And my manager tells me, oh, well, they ate half of the large blizzard, so I'm not going to remake them 2 large, because obviously they enjoyed it, so I'm not going to remake 2 large blizzards, right? So I tell them that, and oh my god, they throw a fit, they have a crowd, so unbelievably upset, so unbelievably mad, that they didn't get their large chocolate extreme blizzard, that they let me know as they're walking out the door, service terrible, and I am calling corporate and complaining about you. So I look at him dead in the eye, and keep my cool, I'm a gentleman, okay? Have a great day, sir. And he just waves at, he doesn't really wave, he's just like, no, whatever, as he walks out. So I'm pretty much on the verge of tears, until this very nice, group of Zoomers, we call them, generation, my generation. So, they say, oh my god, those guys are going to win, we're gonna I'm like, whoa, that's good, it'll cancel out, right? Nope, that's not how it works at Dairy Queen. Because at Dairy Queen, you can get 1 million, 100, 200, even like 2, even 3, 4 even. 4 good, solid reviews. Doesn't matter. You get 1 bad review. 1 customer complains. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the end of the world. It's literally the end of the world. Like, I can't think of anything worse than 1 bad review out of the millions I get. Because I'm a good employee. Anyway. Manager comes up, says, did you, get two old people coming in wanting some chocolate extreme blizzards? I'm like, yes, ma'am. She's like, oh, why don't you remake them large? And I'm not a snitch, I'm not a narc. But I say, hey, Miguel, told me, remake them medium. So she's like, okay, but next time you have to remake it as large, right? And I'm just like, bruh, it's just infuriating. It's just absolutely infuriating that a couple of boomers walk in, I get their stupid order wrong, and they give me crap about it, and then my manager remakes them 2 mediums, which, by the way, is a lot of ice cream. Even though the cup size is quite small, it's a lot of ice cream. Okay, your typical Joe probably can't do a large blizzard because they're big. It's a lot of ice cream. I can barely do a small. It's a lot of ice cream. It's like 100 million calories. Anyway, so that was that. So another example of a couple of boomers. Okay. This particular couple, they're not like, they're nice, but they're just annoying. For example, they every Sunday they walk in, they get the 3-piece $5 lunch, which we don't have anymore, but they used to get that a lot, and like a Sunday, right? So I ring them up for it. The lady lets me know like 10 times senior discount. I want the senior discount. Wait, hold on. Wait, stop. Did I tell you I want the senior discount? The senior discount. So I don't put in the senior discount. I forget. So the total is like $3, right? Or $5, because $5 lunch, right? And they're like, oh my god, dude, you did not give us our 10% senior discount. So I go up to my manager and say, oh my god, I didn't give them their senior discount, which was 10%, and 10% off of $5 is 50 cents. So I have to get my manager, they have to refund the order, they have to go through this whole process. It's a process with these refunds. They have to refund the whole thing. So this lady can pay like $4.90 instead of $5.20 or something, or I don't know math. But anyway, it's just like, to save 50 cents, I have to be bothered to go get my manager and refund it and look retarded because I don't know how to click 10% senior discount on the stupid computer. It's just, why? Why do you want 10%? 10%? What are you gonna save 50 cents? 50 cents, it adds up. What are you like, look, 50 cents adds up? Let's do the math here. You got an entire year. Let's say every single day, you come into Dairy Queen and you get 50 cents. That's $182.5 a year you're getting from those 50 cent senior discounts. And that's every single day. Okay, so let's divide that by 2. Half the year you come, $91. Okay, so 365, let's see, divided by 7, 52 weeks. You come one day of those weeks. Let's divide it by 7 again. No, that's not right. Hold on. How do you do this? 52 weeks. Okay, oh yeah, 52 weeks. Okay, 52 weeks, you come one day a week. Okay, one day a week. Okay, you come one day a week times 50 cents. $26. $26. They're getting $26 back in their pocket for coming once a week for an entire year. $26. Is that worth putting me through that struggle for $26? It's really not. It's really not. You know, and I don't mess up like that all the time. So maybe you can just, it's okay. You know, I get it, but like 50 cents is not that much money. You can't buy anything on that menu for 50 cents. You can't. You can go to the dollar store. No, you can't go to the dollar store. It's 50 cents. There's nothing you can buy with 50 cents. Boomers, this isn't 1970s. You can't get a Coca-Cola for a dime, okay? That's not how it works anymore. Okay, this is 2019, bro. A Coke is $1. It's $1. Okay, maybe if you get the senior discount, get a free Coke. But how many boomers drink soda? They don't drink soda. They drink like wine. Some Walmart brand, of course, wine. You know, and they're just, the boomers, they're always like the meanest, the nastiest, they're just awful. Okay, my dad's a boomer, but he's a nice boomer. Not all boomers are bad. They're really not. You know, you got these three nice boomers that come in every Sunday. 2 number 6s and medium turtle pecan blizzard. The nicest 3 old white people you'd ever see in your whole life. The nicest. It is always a pleasure to serve them because they are just very, very, very nice to me, right? So that's my zeal on boomers. Now, the one thing about Dairy Queen, coworkers. Specifically, this one 17, 18-year-old Land O'Lakes kid who goes to my Dairy Queen. Every time I work with this individual, he lets me know how bad I am awful at my job. I suck. Because I can't work every position. I don't work closing, so I'm not valuable. And overall, he's just better than me in every way, shape, and form. He's smarter, more athletic, just better. Everything about him is just superior. In every single way, it's just better. He's just superior. He's just better than me, and he lets me know every time. So, one day, this was recent, this was a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, he was really ticking me off one day. Like, he was shivering me timbers real good. Like, ruffling my feathers. I was about ready to walk out. So what happens is, after he lets me know how much better he is than me and gives me a little, rant about how much I suck, now, I'm not in the best of moods. I'm about to cry. And, luckily, I go on break. And I am just so over that Dairy Queen is that I go to the local, tropical cafe smoothie place that my good friend Mr. Sam works at. And I was talking to him about it, and he told me to tell my manager. And it was great advice, and I decided to take it one step further. I went up to my boss, and I said, if this kid doesn't stop, I quit. And that is the day I became a man. Because it's like, I'm not a snitch, and I'm definitely... I'm not a bitch. Okay. But that's not to say, I look like a bitch when I don't do anything about it, and I let him just sit and talk to me about it like that. So I say, hey, I was about to cry, and I was like, I'm over this. I'm over him. I'm over the treatment of me in this workplace, and I would appreciate it if this could stop, or else I quit. And she's like, oh my god, oh, Eric, oh my gosh, that's awful. You shouldn't get treated like that. He's mean, he always thinks he's better than everyone. Man, the typical corporate America garbage. Although it's not really garbage, because they did do something about it. I don't know, I'm not sure, if you got a write-up or anything, but they did have a talk. They let me leave. It's pretty sweet. I got out of there real quick. But I left, and he no longer can work Sunday shifts, because I work Sunday shifts. I don't want to work them, so they don't schedule me. So that is one good instance of Dairy Queen, but, overall, he caused me a lot of misery, because this is built up anger, too. This was, not one day he ticked me off. This was, almost weekly, and I was just, my coworkers are fine. The majority of them are fine. It was just that kid. Another kid I don't really like that much. But, it's whatever. And it's just boring. They treat me like garbage. It's boring up front. And having to deal with people, everything about that place just makes me cringe. However, I want money, but they will not give me a raise. Well, okay, I didn't ask for a raise, but they won't give me a raise, because I barely work. But, it sucks. It's just not fun. There's nothing about that place that I look forward to. I never look forward to work. I don't even get paid that much. And, yeah, it just sucks.